What's up, guys? It's your girl, Angel Marie from All of the Above, and I am joined here today with singer-songwriter Christopher Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Happy New Year. You are our very first guest of 2026.
It's an honor.
Yeah, so you are literally setting the precedent for the rest of the year for all of our guests.
Yikes.
No pressure, no pressure. How was your New Year?
Pretty good. My mom and I, we do the same thing. We've been doing it for like 17 years now. We go over to her best friend's house. It's just her and her daughters. And we like just reflect on the year, get pizza, wings, sometimes board games. And it's family, so it's just always a good time.
I love that. See,
Yeah.
it's low key, it's chill.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody got time to be out all night, wilding out with crazy people outside.
Yeah, I'm too old now.
Yeah, we just host like a little brunch, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Everybody get out the house.
I
Chill,
love that.
go do your own thing in your separate quarters.
Yeah, I love that.
Did you have any New Year's resolutions?
Every year I compile a list of like goals for myself, and I send it to my best friend. She's like my accountability partner, and they're always just tailored around like reflecting on the previous year and how I just want to elevate and grow in there. So like sometimes it's like put out more music, make more content, make more relationships with like business owners and things like that. So it's always just centered around like elevating.
Like that. So what's one on your list? Because we all finna hold you accountable.
For me, I would love to put out music videos this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've never done that before, and I would love to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first. Make sure y'all stay on him. All right. Be like, where the music at?
Yeah.
You ready to get into this interview?
Yes.
So first and foremost, what inspired you to pursue a career in music?
For me, ever since I was a child, I always loved music. Like baby, I always loved music. There's always stories of me like walking around with a like Walkman and headphones just around the house. Like I just always was one with music. And as I got older, I was always just so invested. I came from two music parents. Like my mom and dad loved music. Growing up on the weekends, we were always just listening to new music and just explore music. And it was the one thing I effortlessly was good at. It was the one thing no one had to really teach me. It was the one thing that I just felt like was my superpower. So like even at 8 years old, I'm in the lunchroom like scribbling songs on a composition notebook, and it was just the one thing that came so easy. And as I got older and started to go to schools that had the outlets for it, it just kind of helped groom me to be like, okay, you actually really love this and you want to do this.
I love that.
Yeah.
The fact that both of your parents are involved in music, I feel like that's a leverage in and of itself, and that's like a blessing.
Yeah.
Do you kind of utilize them at all in your music, or is it because like the generational difference? Do you be like, I don't know my music or how I like it, or do you actually ask for advice from them? Do they just throw in random advice? Oh, maybe you should try this.
So when it comes to me and my music, no one ever hears it until it's done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
snap.
I'm blessed to come from a family who like appreciates music, like grandparents down, like everyone can appreciate really good music. So I love that it's just like a melting pot of music from anything you can imagine. We were able to get my grandfather's records once he passed, and they're like old classical jazz records. And
Nice.
like my mom and dad would collect like hip hop records from the 90s, and now I have my own record collection. So that's nice. They don't hear it. No one hears it until the day it comes out.
Oh, so it's like exclusive, like sealed tight shut. You like Beyonce.
Yeah, because for me, especially like with my mom, I feel like she definitely respects the art, respects me, and I feel like, I don't know, she can give me the tough feedback. Like I feel like I'm her son, yes, and she's like, like that's good or whatever, and she definitely has a good ear. But I just like the idea of like no one really knows what's happening. I love to just build it by myself.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, also artists, sensitive about your stuff. It's like, this is how I want to do it.
Yes.
So it's like, regardless if somebody give you constructive criticism, it's like, nah, I'm still going to do it the way I want to do it. I ain't mad at that.
Sure. Yeah.
So as a music artist, how would you define your specific sound?
Currently, I would say it is a very R&B inspired sound previously, but I would love to say limitless is the way that I want to describe this year. One of my goals is to explore genres. Before I got here, I was literally sending my cousin a voice note about like a idea I had for this year, and I was like, genres are a funny little concept, and it just makes me think about like how Beyonce broke the barriers of like country music and what people expect from a particular artist. So my goal this year is to like just break down those barriers and just explore genres and not be stuck into what feels comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, speaking on that then, I don't know if you would tell us, what would be a genre that you haven't explored yet that you would like to tap into?
I definitely would love to do like a pop record. I feel like a lot of my music slower, R&B, trap soul-ish. I would love to explore pop. Definitely rock, country, anything. I'm inspired by so many things. just anything that feels good. Even blending genres, things that haven't been created. I think about when Bryson Tiller did Trap Soul, like way back. That was such a sound we hadn't heard yet, but he took inspirations and influences from so many things and just blended that together to make his own lane. And I would only be able to like do the same.
Yeah, so you are really limitless.
Yeah, that's the goal for this year, limitless.
Right?
Yeah.
I see the theme. So how what kind of message do you like to relate through your music? What do you hope your audience gets out of it when they hear Christopher Ryan's songs?
Truth and honesty. From my first project in 2019 to my last one, they are different versions of me, different versions of people, but it's always honesty and truth. A lot of my music definitely has healing and understanding. I always say like my songwriting is my therapy, and I use that as like an outlet to confess things about myself that maybe I wouldn't say to someone, or explore sides of myself that maybe no one ever sees, but to share that with the world and also be a voice for some people who maybe can relate, but also like myself won't share that with other people.
Yes. And a little fun fact about you. You are a Grammy U ambassador.
Yes.
So what does that role look like as an ambassador?
Essentially, it is taking the Grammy U organization and spreading the word and just trying to get people into Grammy U, informing people about the Recording Academy, what they do, the way that they really speak up and are the foundation for all things music and entertainment, essentially, and trying to find young talent in colleges and on the street corners, wherever you find them, and really getting them incorporated into this organization that is a family, it's unity that can help them and help others. And it really is just one big community.
I love that. How did you get involved? Was it similar to what you're doing as an ambassador? Someone scooped you off the street?
Honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but there was like, there was this girl that I had matched with on Hinge. Ooh. And we ended up like following each other on Instagram. I had saw like this Grammy thing in her bio. And like me being a musician was like, oh, like what's this? And I'm doing my own digging. And then eventually like we stopped talking, whatever. I ended up just applying because I was like, hey, this seems very cool. I got in, and then I ended up with a mentor last year, Julian King out of Philly. And yeah, super grateful for him.
Yes, we went to high school together.
Yeah, super grateful for him. And just like going to these Grammy events and things like that, seeing the ambassador for like the state ambassador for PA, kind of just put that on my radar. Like I would see her, I was like, how do I do these things? And people love to gatekeep information in the music industry.
Tell me about it.
It's the worst, but just through these Grammy events, essentially through the mentorship, I was kind of able to do my own digging and find out and just applied, and here we are.
Flourishing. Shout outs to you. You already have star quality. You look like a celebrity when you walked in. I love when people carry themselves the way they should. Like you're an artist. Like you can tell you're an artist. I love that. Yeah. And we have to get into your music.
Yes.
I know everyone has been waiting, so we're finally doing that. Can you tell us about your song Certified featuring No Bread E? What is that one all about?
Essentially, Certified was constructed in these creative camps. I do them twice a year. They're hosted at Repercussion Studios. Shout out to George. And they're basically when 20 or so creatives just get in the studio for a weekend and we lock in. We were both in like a dating thing at that moment in time. Like him and I both were kind of like talking to these girls or whatever. And we just heard this beat, and it really is just like, maybe I can change. Maybe I can be that like lover boy. And it was just kind of like confessing that like guys really do want love too. And like maybe I am a lover boy. Maybe I'm certified.